and welcome back to Pleat It Petite. My name is Elizabeth and today I'm kind of coming to you with a bit of a strange video. It's a concept that I've kind of made up and it's kind of like a can she sew this in this time frame? So if this is a good idea then obviously let me know, and if it's a stupid idea and be like we never want to see this video again, also let me know. All feedback is good feedback, unless you're just being straight up rude. Don't do that. So this pattern is Simplicities 8354. So it's just this pattern. I don't actually have the envelope because I got this when I worked at a fabric shop, and when the patterns discontinue, they gave them to us away for free, but they had to take away the envelopes. So it's a lot of guesswork that I've done, but usually in a Simplicity pattern, I am a size 8. So I've cut that out, and I've cut that out of this black jersey fabric. I have basically used a t-shirt just like this one, just a plain black t-shirt, and I've cut all the pieces out, and that has worked fine. So we're upcycling too, which is always great. So I'm doing view A, but I'm going to give myself a timer of 2 hours. And it's going to be a challenge. Can I sew this in 2 hours? And I'm going to be completely real with you, and I'm not going to lie, and I'm going to use my watch as a timer. So I will let you know what the time is when I start and then the time when I finish. So without further ado, I'm going to get stuck on this project, and let's hope I can get it done in 2 hours. I also should disclaim, I don't know if I've made this concept up myself, but it's just something I've been thinking about in the last few days. So if there is someone that's already done this, then I'm sorry, but also it's a cool concept and you should be proud of yourself because I want to do it now. So I have all of my pattern pieces cut out, I've got all my notches cut out, I've got all of my dots marked, which I don't think is cheating because technically I'm not making it, but if you think I am cheating then I can do this again if this video isn't a complete flop, which I hope it's not. But yeah, I've got everything cut out, got everything marked, notched, dotted, and now I'm actually really nervous to do this, to actually get started, and I feel like I'm just procrastinating and putting it off. But anyway, right, so it is currently 5:23, you can see there, 5:23, so I should have it done by 7:23, so I need to stop stalling and get it done. 5:23 to 7:23, we're going to do this, okay. So starting off for this shirt, what I'm doing is just taking the front piece and I am snipping into the pocket area and then pinning the front down. Then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and just stitch across the edge, making sure it is all pinned down and it's not going to move. So then I'm taking the pocket, and then on the wrong side of the front piece I'm going to pin the right side of the pocket piece. So I'm just going to pin it all the way around, and then I'll take it to the sewing machine and stitch it down. So I'm going to stitch with a 1.5 centimeter seam allowance. So just start where the dots are, go all the way around, and then finish where the dots finish on the other side. So as you can see, I've got my pocket there, and then I am taking the same part but on the front piece of the top, I'm just top stitching it down, and then I will be taking the front yoke, opening it out, and then putting it across the bottom bodice bit. So I'm just pinning it down there, and then I'm gonna stitch along there, making sure that I don't catch any of the underside of the pocket. So here, where I was stitching it up, I needed to be careful not to catch the open seam, and I actually managed to do it first time, so I don't have to unpick that and do that again. Quite proud of myself, I will not lie to you. So that is basically the front bit put together. So what I'm doing now is taking the two back pieces, so I think that's number 4 and 5, and then I'm literally doing the same step as I did just before, but it's just putting the back pieces together. So I've just pinned it across the top, and then I'm going to take the same and take it down to the sewing machine. And then I'm laying my front piece over my back piece at the shoulders and at the side seams. I'm just pinning them down and then obviously just stitching everything through. So the front and the back are completely done. It is 5:47, so 25-ish minutes. That is the front, the pocket is just on the side there, and that's all been put in, and then I've got the back. So now I'm going to move on to doing the side pieces. Not the side pieces, what am I talking about? So now I'm moving on to doing the neckband. Doesn't look too difficult, and I'm actually more than halfway through the instructions, which is actually mad. Maybe I will do this with cutting everything out and notching and whatever in the future, because I actually did I timed myself, I made a suit jacket in 3.5 hours, like cutting it out and everything, because I wanted to be on the Sewing Bee, you know, the programme that's on BBC. So and obviously they have all the time frames, so I was just like curious of how long it would take me to do something. I actually ended up making a suit jacket in 3.5 hours, so cutting it out and doing everything in 3.5 hours. That's my Beetlejuice jacket. If you've seen my last monthly make, so my June one, so the first one that I did actually, I made that in 3.5 hours. So I think, yeah, I might do this again, but like with everything cut out or not cut out. That might be fun if you guys want to see that anyway. If you don't, obviously, let me know. So I've literally just folded the neckband piece in half along the length and then stitched that down, and then I'm taking it along the width now and folding that in half again with the right sides out. So I'm doing that all the way around, and then with the right side of the shirt facing out, what you're going to want to do is pin the neckband to the shirt. So after spending like 10 minutes trying to pin that, I just realised I've pinned it inside out. So that's taken like 5 minutes off. It's now 5 to 6. It's 5:56, as you can see there. Still got enough time. I'm just really getting annoyed at myself. So here I am, just, you know, pinning it again because I'm a bit of an idiot and didn't check what I was doing properly. So I'm just repinning the neckband to the top, and then after this is finished, I'm going to be stitching that down across the hem of the neckband. So I've just figured out I've caught the fabric under here, so I'm just going to unpick this and then stitch over it again. Yeah, so here's me just unpicking the stitching and just going and doing that again. And then what you're seeing now is me just doing the second line of stitching, so the stitching 1.5 centimeters across, and then I'm doing an edge stitch, which is on this pattern a zigzag stitch just along the top neckband, so the neckband sits flat. So all I'm doing is pinning it across here, and then I am stitching it along with a zigzag stitch. So now I'm just taking my sleeve pieces, and what I'm doing is folding them in half so that the seams at the sides match up. So right sides facing each other, pinning them down and then stitching them together so we've got a full sleeve. So obviously you're going to be doing that with both sleeves. So after that, what I'm doing is just doing some ease stitching around the top of the on top of the sleeve, just so that they don't move about and stretch. And then I'm going to be hemming the bottom of the sleeve pieces, which I think I did a 1 centimeter hem, so I'm just pinning that down. And then in a second I will be taking it to the sewing machine and just stitching all of that down. So obviously repeat that for both of the sleeves. So just over, so it's 6:32, just over an hour in, and I've actually only got one more step to do, which is actually weird. So we're actually going to do it. I think we're going to do it. We're definitely going to do it. Positive vibes, positive energy. Yes. So obviously just doing exactly the same as what I did for the first sleeve, but on the second one. So I'm just pinning that now to the top itself. So remember to match up the two bottom seams, so the bottom seam on the top and then the bottom seam on the sleeve piece, and then work your way around. So the dots should match up and the notches should match up around the armhole as well. So do that and then take it to your sewing machine, and I've taken it 1 centimeter around, so I've stitched that down, and then I have broken that hem off, and then I have done exactly the same but with a 1.5 centimeter seam allowance. How cool is this? We've got one sleeve attached, all finished. Now I just need to put the last sleeve on and then hem the bottom, and we are done. And it is currently 6:49, so I've still got half an hour. So we're on the last step, just hemming the bottom, which is pretty cool. It is currently exactly 7 o'clock, so I have 23 minutes to finish this hem, which I don't think is going to take 23 minutes, but that's where we're at, and I'm going for it now. Now, so here what I'm doing is taking the hem and then obviously turning it up 1 centimeter, I think I did, and then just stitching it down. So I'm going all the way around, making sure that it is 1 centimeter. Then I will be taking it to the sewing machine with just a straight stitch and stitching the whole of the bottom down. So that is your final step. Okay, so it is now 7:08 and we are officially done. Right, so here's the thing. I think I've made a really stupid error. Firstly, it does not fit at all. This is the tightest t-shirt I think I've ever worn. Like, trying to put it on was an absolute nightmare. Oh my god. And it's also so short, like it just finishes under my boobs, like you can see my bra underneath. I don't know what's happened here. On the pieces, I think one of them said girls. So I think I've made this in a age 8. I don't know what I've done, but this is so small. Like, there's no way I could ever wear this. I still say challenge accepted because I made it within the 2-hour frame, but I wouldn't exactly call it a success. Challenge completed, we finished it. I don't even know. I have no words, like no words whatsoever. So there we go. That's the end of the video. Hit and misses, I'd say. Mostly a miss, just because I can't wear this. And the amazing thing that I've just figured out that I've done while taking it off is I've just ripped 2 holes in the stitching at the back here. So that's always fun. I also had to get my mum to help me take it off, which is always embarrassing as well. This is such a fail of a video, and it's actually so funny. because it's such a fail. But anyway, I tried. I still say that I completed the challenge and it worked just because I actually did do it and got it done within the time frame. I didn't specify it was going to be for my size. So yeah, that is the end of the video. If you like this type of video and you think this concept is actually pretty cool and you actually want me to make something in my own size, then please let me know and I will try and do it again. I've got another t-shirt pattern, so I can try and do it within 2 hours, but with a shirt that's my size. I think the main fault was that I didn't have the pattern envelope, but I couldn't really do anything about that. And as the pattern's discontinued, I couldn't find anything online. But anyway, if you've liked this video, then please give it a like, give my channel a subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you'll be notified when I post a new video. Though they are usually on a Wednesday and a Friday at 7 p.m, so stay tuned for those. And if you've liked this video, give me a comment just letting me know, and follow me over on my Instagram at PleatItPetite, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!